I'm not assuming that all enrollees or all students are Catholic. So we're going to pray, okay? In case you're not Catholic, it's up to you if you want to participate. By next time, I'll be assigning those who will be leading the prayer. And just inform me if you're not Catholic so that I will assign another one. Okay, guys? Okay, let's put ourselves in the presence of God. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father, it's in heaven, holy be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our sins as we forgive those who sins against us. Do not bring us to the test, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon, Professor.
So, welcome again to another day. And we are lucky everybody is safe. And I hope all your families are also safe. So, um, today, I'm going to discuss another integration, mm, basic integration formulas. So, and these are called inverse trigonometric integration formulas or integrals. After evaluation, you will come up with inverse trigonometric functions. So what we had last time, integration leading to trigonometric functions. I gave you the 6 basic trigonometric integration formulas and other trigonometric integration formulas that are related, although not purely trigonometric after evaluation, but involving what? Logarithmic, no? Natural logarithm of trigonometric functions. So those are 4 other related formulas, and those were uh, integrals of tangent, cotangent, secant, and cosecant. So again, for today, we'll be talking about inverse trigonometric integration formulas. So our goal here is to be able to, of course, evaluate inverse trigonometric um, integral, not really inverse trigonometric integrals, no? To be able to evaluate indefinite integrals that will lead us to inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, guys? So these are the formulas that we're going to have. Let's modify the title. So we're going to have inverse trigonometric. No? Sorry. Let me move this here. Okay. So we have inverse trigonometric integration formulas. Okay? Now, let us now have the condition so that we can have those inverse trigonometric formulas. Let u be equal to f of x and assume this is a differentiable function. Then the following 3 formulas hold. So we're going to have 3 formulas under here. So the first one, we have integral of du over square root of a squared minus u squared. If you have in the denominator a radical whose radicand is in the form of a squared minus u squared, where a is constant, so let's add that. No? So that condition, and A is constant, and A be a constant, then the following formulas hold. Okay? So again, the integral of du over square root of a squared minus u squared is equal to inverse sine of u plus c. By the way, inverse sine here, you can also express that as what? As arc sine if you want, no? So assume here that A is positive. And then the second one, if you have integral of du over a squared plus u squared, so meaning sum of a constant is squared and a function is squared. If you that is the integrand, it is equal to 1 over a arctangent of inverse tangent or arctangent of u plus c. So here we assume that a is not equal to 0. Okay? And then last one we have integral of du over u square root of u squared minus a squared. Notice the difference between number 1 and number 3. Although both number 1 and number 3 um, involve radicals in the denominator, but look at the radicands. So the position are what? Are different, no? So in the first one, we begin with constant, then is constant squared, then followed by u squared. While here, in the third, we begin with function squared and then minus constant squared, okay? And if that is the case, it is equal to 1 over a times inverse secant of u over a. Yan, u over a plus c. By the way, since I put a here, so all the argument in the inverse should have a denominator a also. But if this is 1, let's say in your differential calculus, you have the derivative of inverse sine x, that is 1 minus u squared, no, under the radical or x squared. But since there is an a constant, so our argument will be u over a. Same thing with the inverse tangent here. Okay? So you have u over a here, arcsine of u over a, and also arctangent of u over a. Okay? So we have u over a. Let me move this. So we have u over a. Okay? Yeah. So these are the three formulas that after evaluation, it, they will give us what? The following inverse trigonometric functions. Now, by the way, these formulas are based on the following ranges of inverse trigonometric functions. the formulas listed are based on the following ranges. So for number one, we have inverse sine u is in the range, we have negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. So that's our assumption. So these are ranges, not really the restrictions for the inverse functions here, but these formulas are based on these ranges of the following functions. Number two, we have arctangent. Arctangent or inverse tangent of u is based on negative pi over 2, open interval negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. And then number three, we have inverse secant or arcsecant of u that is um, from 0 to less than pi over 2 union with pi to less than 3 pi over 2. Okay? There are other authors or books that use different restriction for inverse secant u. If that is the case, you need to put absolute value to here. Let's say if I use, for instance, instead of pi to 3 pi over 2, I use, for instance, pi over 2 greater than pi over 2 to pi. So let's say this is the restriction that I use. I have to put absolute value here. Okay? So we don't have absolute value in the formula because what we are using is this range. Now that is an advantage, no, for this formula because we are not going to have absolute value, and you know that handling absolute value is not that easy. Okay, guys. So don't be surprised if there are books that you can see the integral for this is 1 over a inverse secant of absolute value of u then over a. Okay. Now because of the restriction chosen by that book or by the author of that book. So in our case, this is what we follow. Is that clear, guys? Guys?
Yes po, sir.
Guys? Okay.
Yes
So
po.
because you might see other form of formulas, no? So let us have examples. Number one, how to apply these formulas in evaluating indefinite integrals. So let's say we're given integral of dx over the square root of 49 minus 4x squared. Okay? So let's say we're given this integral. So first thing to do is to determine if this really fits what? One of the formulas listed, no? So that it will give what? Inverse trig. So there is a radical. So your choice is either first formula leading to inverse sine or third formula leading to um, inverse secant, na? But how will you know whether it is the first one or the third one? So look at the radicand. It is constant squared minus function squared. Therefore, possible to be inverse sine. But it doesn't mean that if you have a radical in the denominator, always leading to inverse trig or inverse sign. So because it is possible also to be what? To be general power formula. But if, for instance, if 49 minus 4x squared has a differential that is in the numerator, so it means you can express this in terms of u to the n du. So, but if you take the radicand as the u, and you get a differential that is not present, for instance, it is negative 8x, but there's no x in the numerator. Therefore, it is not possible by general power formula, but instead, you take it as what? As leading to inverse sign. Okay? So let's check. My u is what? Let's try. My u is, actually u squared first, no? U squared is equal to what? 4x squared. So what is my u here? I get 2x. So get the positive coefficient, not the negative 2x, but the positive one. So this is my u. So what is my a squared? My a squared is 49. So that my a is what? My a is 7. Let's take positive also for simplicity. Okay? So if a is 7, then, and u is 2x, what is the differential of u guys? 2
2.
dx, no? Multiply by dx because we're looking for differential, no? So almost the numerator, no? So since the numerator is almost du, then we can say that this is what? Possible by inverse trig leading to inverse sign, no? So let's write that. This is equal to, we need to multiply the numerator by 2 to complete the du. So 2, then, so we now have du here. So, but what is du? I mean, dx, then over what? Is square root of, yan, 49, that is 7 squared, no? 49 minus 4x squared, my u squared. So this is outside, so have to multiply by 1/2. Okay, guys, because I multiply inside 2. I use correction factor. I correct the what? The differential, but I have to balance it outside by 1/2. Is that clear, guys? So let's now read. So it is 1/2 integral of du. So what is the numerator? The numerator is du. What is this? A squared. So this is a squared. What is this? This is u squared. So since this takes the form of integral of du over square root of a squared minus u squared, so what is the answer, guys? So it is equal to 1/2 what? Inverse sine of 1/2, I just copied that. So the answer to the integral of du over square root of a squared minus u squared is inverse sine of what? Inverse sine of u, but what is u? 2x over what? 7, our a. Okay? Yan. So that is inverse sine of u, then added plus c. No? Is that clear, guys? Do you have any question here? Let's take number 2. So let's say I have integral of dy over 25 plus 36 y squared. Now, this you will confuse it with integral of du over u. But if you take the denominator as u, its differential is 72y, but there's no y. No problem if only the constant is missing, no? But if a variable is missing, we cannot do something about that unless we can manipulate the inside without balancing outside by a variable, no? Making use of a variable. So again, here, what is our u squared? By the way, since this is sum and there is no radical, so it means sum of perfect square constant plus function squared. So possible by leading to inverse tangent, no? So what is our u squared? 36 y squared. So what is our a squared? That is equal to 25. So what is our u? It is equal to 6y. What is a? Positive 5. So getting the du, what's the du? Du is equal to, guys, anong du? 6
6dx.
dy. dy.
dy
Four
pala.
variable is
Sorry, sorry.
y. Okay, so it is equal to mm, mm, integral of, what is missing in the denominator, I mean not in the numerator, so that we will able to complete the du.
6.
6, no? So multiply that by 6, but we have to balance outside by 1 over 6. So, and then copy the rest, no? dy over, yan, 25 plus 36 y squared. So how do we read this? So 1 over 6 times integral of du. So what is this, guys? So this is du. What about this? This is a squared. What about this? U squared, na? So
Yes
since
po.
this is a squared plus u squared, so we say that the integral is 1 over a. Don't forget, ha? Unlike sa inverse sine, walang 1 over a. But here, there is 1 over a. But what is 1 over a? So 1 over 5. Then times inverse tangent of u. What is u? Yan. U is not really u, but 6y, no? Not even me. So, it is 6y. Although, I say, what is u? In English, it is supposed to be, what are you, no? But here, what is u? So, 6y over 5. Is that okay, guys? Guys,
Yes po.
guys. So,
Yes
6y
po.
over 5. Yan. Then, plus c. Okay. So let's multiply this 1/6 to 1 over 5, 1 over 30. Okay, so inverse tangent of 6y over 5. If you want, you can have this arctangent, ha? You can write arctangent. So that's it. And let's have number 3. If it is in face-to-face, you really have to memorize all the formulas, no? Integral from differential to integral. So you better memorize, especially you have board exam, okay? It's hard to memorize during the time na saka pa kayo mag-memorize. If you are now reviewing, it's hard, so many things to memorize na. But kung memorize niyo na yan, at least, a little na lang yung idadagdag niyo. So let's have W squared and then dw yan, all over yan, o kaya over 9 plus w to the 6. What about that? Still sum the denominator, no? Let's check. It might be d over u. What is my u? 9 plus w to the 6. But what is the differential of 9 plus w to the 6? It is 6w to the 5th. Oh, it's not. Okay? So it's not correct. Therefore, let's check if it is what? A squared plus u squared. So what is our u squared? W to the 6 with a squared 9. A 3. What about you? Not me. So we have W to the third, right, guys?
Yes po.
What is the differential of U? 3
3w squared du. Ay, dw.
DW. So, what is missing in the numerator to complete the DU? so that it is already ready for evaluation.
3.
So we multiply by 3, no? But balance outside by 1/3. Then inside, we're going to multiply by 3, no? Okay, so integral w squared, we just copy that. dw over 9 plus w to the 6. Give me the answer. What is the answer now? 1/3 times, anyone? Guys?
1 over 3, sir.
1 over 3, that is 1 over a, no?
Tan.
Inverse tangent of u, what is u? W cubed over 3, then plus c. Simplifying, giving 1 over 9, inverse tangent or arctangent of w cubed over 3. Then plus c. Proceed, di ba? Very easy. Once you have mastered integration, you will find DE very easy. Number 4. You will be my students next sem in differential equation because most of the math this time I'll be handling. Integral of. Let's take dy and over y square root of 25 y squared minus 9. What about this? Now, why is it not possible by general power formula? Look at the variable y here. It is in the denominator. Obviously, it's not the differential of what? Of 25y squared, yung dy over y, no? So let's check if we can have it inverse secant, no? Leading to inverse secant. So u squared, what is u squared, guys? Let's have here. What is u squared? 25 y squared. You can have u immediately if you want. A squared, 9. So instead of a squared, you can immediately have a3 u 5y. So what is u? Not me. And not even the actual u. What is u? It is the 5y, no? What is du, guys? 5 dy. Am I right, guys? Let's
Yes,
check.
sir.
Let's apply this time use substitution so that you know different methods. This is correction factor by correction factor. Let's have this time by simple u substitution. It is called simple u substitution because we will have also substitution when we go to techniques of integration. Simple u substitution. For simple u substitution, we have to solve for dy, no? So what is dy, guys? dy is equal to du over what? Du over 5. So meaning we are going to express the original integral in terms of what? U, no? So what about y? What's the value of y, guys? From u equals 5y. What is y, guys? U over
Over 5.
5, na? Yan. So let's now substitute
Over
this
5.
to the let's substitute that to the integral. We have integral of what is dy? Du over 5. Du over 5. Then what is y? u over 5. U over 5. Square root of what is 25y squared? That is u squared. 9 is a squared. So we're now seeing the formula inside now. So let's manipulate so that it is really what? Of the form du over u is square root of u squared minus a squared. No? So, but what is a squared by the way? Ano, actually, u, a squared? Ang a squared natin is 9, no? 9. So, actually, I can cancel 5, no? Can I cancel this out, guys? With this? Guys?
Yes po, sir.
So, giving only du over what? Over u is square root of u squared minus 9. This is already the formula. What's the answer, guys? 1 over a. What is a? 3. Inverse secant or arc secant of u. What is u? So u over a. U over 3. But what is u, guys? Ano bang u natin?
5y.
Yan. So we have 5y, no? So 5y over then over 3, no? Ito. Just copy the denominator. U over a. So that is adding to it c. Okay? Did you get that, guys? Can you follow?
Yes po.
Okay, number 5. Anyone who wants to try this number 5? Number 5. Integral of. Let's say I have 4 plus 5x quantity dx and the denominator is square root of 49 minus x squared. What about that? Any suggestion? Is it can we evaluate this using one integral only, or we need to split into two integrals, guys? So the technique is to split, okay? We need to split. The first one is 4 over this radical. 4, we can put it out because it's a constant. Dx over square root of 49 minus x squared. So experience, this will lead us to inverse sine, no? Then the second one, this is 5, yan. Integral of x dx, I put that 5 out, over square root of yan, 49 minus x squared. Notice that if I have this as my u, 49 minus x squared, possible du containing x, no? So x dx. So all you have to do is to what? To correct in case there is a missing factor. Okay? So one is leading to inverse sign, then the other one we can apply general power formula. So here, what is my u? X. What is my a? 7. So I will get now 4 times inverse sine of u. What is my u? X over 7, my a. Okay? Then plus the second integral, 5 integral of. We have to express this in the form of u to the n du. So that is 49 minus x squared, quantity to the negative 1/2, and then times what? Times x dx. Okay? Yan. If I take my u as 4 minus x squared, what is my du? Negative 2 x dx. So this is what is missing in the differential here, so that this will become du. Okay, guys? So let's correct that. So we have copy for inverse sine of x over 7, and then plus 5 times. What are you going to put inside, guys? Negative 2, no? So balance outside by negative 1 half. Na? So we have negative 1 half. So negative 1 half. So integral of 49 minus x squared quantity to the negative 1 half u to the n. Let's complete the du. To complete the du, we have to multiply by negative what? Negative 2, no? Yan. So let's multiply by negative 2. Then copy the rest. So that is x dx. Okay? Is that complete now, guys? Guys, so we now write for inverse sine of x over a, x over 7, minus 5 over 2, and times u to the n du. Let me put that so that you are reminded. So this is u, not me, not even the actual u, no? So that is 4 minus x squared. This is n, and this one is du. Integral of u to the n du. If the sound is integral of u to the n du, the answer is u to the n plus 1. U to the n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. Okay? Let's simplify. Getting what? So that we have much space, let me put it here, a little here. And then the du, put there. Okay. Because I need much space. Move it up. See, my blackboard is high-tech. So, copy. Walang copy-paste dito. Copy-paste. Copy ko na lang to. Copy. Hanggang, ang 1 half ba canceled, guys? Guys, maka-cancel the 1 half.
Opo.
So, what is left now? 5, no? Here, so minus 5. Minus 5, then this is square root of 49 minus x squared. Or you can have to the 1 half if you want. That's it. See? Very easy. No? You will able to perfect the quiz. Kaya lang mahirap mag-perfect ng quiz kapag face-to-face. Pero pag online, you have many means. I do not know what you're doing. No? But remember what God is watching. Sometimes students are very happy because online, no? So, but remember, God is watching you, ha? And so, let's have another problem. We have m, variable is m. Very seldom for having m the variable. M, to the n, e to the n squared, then dn, differential of n, over 64 plus 81 e to the 2m squared. 2 m squared. Okay? Now, why is it not possible to be du over u? To be du over u, kung ito ang du, ang u, dapat ang exponential sa taas, e to the 2m squared din. Eh kaso, e to the m squared lang yun. So, cannot be du over u for sure, no? But let us say, let's see if this is a squared and this is u squared. Let's check, okay? So, what is a squared here? 64. What is a? 8. Is that right? And then what about u squared? U squared is 81 e to the 2m squared. What is u, guys? What is u? Dominic Edward, what is u? Hindi pa nasagot yan si Dominic. Dominic. Ay, Dominic. What is u here? Wala na naman si Dominic. Dominic. Absent na. Ayaw. Trixie. Philip. Wala. Marcus. Wala. Nasreth. Nasreth ba? Guys, naiiniwan na yata ako ng mga batang to. Hey guys.
Sir,
Ariana. Emmanuel.
9em square po.
9e to the m squared, no? Yan. What about the du? Derivative of m squared is 2m times 9, 18m. Then but we have to copy e to the m squared. Then multiply by dm to be differential. Okay, guys? Almost everything is there except for what? Except for 18, no? Let us have by correction factor. So by correction factor. By the way, this term just made so that you will remember what is being done, no? Actually, it's not a common, no, in books, that term correction factor, no? So, but we define it this way, so you can use that in our case only. But if others don't know, so it's all right because it's not really common. So, we have integral of what am I going to multiply outside? 1 over 18, no? Because I'm going to multiply inside by what? By 18, no? Am I right, guys? 18. And then copy the rest. Okay? Copy na lang. Copy the rest. And, alin ba kukopyahin ko? Ito na lang. Mas mabilis pa yata kung sinulat ko. Control, copy. Control C. Yan. Okay. And then, copy the denominator. Yan. Control, copy. We have this already. See? Di at least pass. And then make a fraction. Yan. It's hard to draw a straight line. Okay. What's the answer here, guys? How do we read this, children? What is the numerator? And this is du. What is this, guys? U squared. What is 64? A squared. We have identified already all the parts. So integral of du over a squared plus u squared. What's the answer, children? Guys. 1 over 18 times 1 over a. But what is a? 8. So, inverse tangent of u. So, what is u? Not me. Not even the real u. So, what is u here? 9 e to the m squared, right? Over a over 8. Then, plus the beautiful c. As in Catriona, no? O multiplying, or it's a little big number, a little bit big. What is 18 times 8, guys? Guys,
144.
144, sir.
okay, thank you. Then inverse tangent of, again ha, to remind you, pwede yung arctan if you want, ha? 9 e to the m squared over a here, then plus c. Okay. A question, guys? No question, children? Let's have some more. So we have number, what number now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
7,
6,
sir.
7. So what number?
7,
7?
sir.
Okay, actually, it's not really important, the numbering. But, okay, so let's have integral of, we have 4, x here. Then, we have square root of, ay, kulang pa. ln x here, square root of, 4 ln squared x minus 1 dx. Okay, guys? Now, there is a function outside, and inside the radical, we begin with function squared. So, obviously, we cannot use inverse sign leading to inverse sign, no? But the one that is leading to inverse, secant. Okay, guys? Let's check. What is my u here? Let's go directly to ln x. Okay, guys? What is my a? 1. What is my du? What's the differential, guys? 2 dx over x. Am I right, guys? What is the derivative of ln x? 1 over x times 2 dx, because we want it to be differential. That's why we need dx now. And then times 2 there. That's the coefficient of ln x. Okay? Guys? Guys? Okay, still alive. Because my screen has changed, so I thought I lost it. We have two picks na. What do we need in the numerator? Anong kailangan natin sa numerator to complete the du? Guys,
2
anong kailangan?
over x po.
2 over x, no? Pero may x na tayo sa ilalim. Actually, all we have to do is to put this x, no, above, but in the denominator. So we have 2, then dx over x. So okay, now, this dx over x, I put that here. Okay? But what we need in the numerator, in the denominator, we need also 2. Tama? So maglalagay ako ng 2, then copy ln x. Bakit ako naglagay ng 2 sa ln x? Because what we want outside is u. So u, but what is u? 2 ln x. Then square root of u squared. Yan. But what is u squared? So we have 4 ln squared x, then minus 1, no? Oh. Do I need to balance outside, guys? Kailangan ko pa bang mag-balance outside? Guys,
Di na po, sir.
Hindi na po.
no need kasi compensated na sa
Hindi na
loob,
po.
no?
Yes po.
Compensated na kasi sa loob. Oh, okay. So, nagkataong bayad na, no? Ng numerator yung denominator. So, we have integral of. This is now in the proper form, I think, no? What is the numerator? du. What is outside, guys? This is u. Not me, not even the real u. What is this, guys? This is u squared. What is this? A squared. Okay? Yan. But A is also 1, of course, no? So, we take the positive. What's the answer, guys? 1 over A. 1 over A. What's the answer, guys? Ano yung 1 over A? 1 over 1. So, wala na, no? In arctangent of U. What is U? 2 ln x over A. Pero wala na yon, no? Kaya simply 2 ln x. Yan. Plus the beautiful C. Okay?
Sir,
That's it. May mali ba ako? Check nga.
sir, di po ba
Yeah.
second? Arc
Sir,
second?
Ay, sorry.
Sir.
Oo. Mali ako. Inverse secant. Thank you. Inverse secant. Naka-focus pa rin ako sa last one. Inverse secant of u. Yan. Then, plus C. Ano more, guys? Okay. What about number 8? Number 8. We have integral of let's have this integral x. By the way, you check always your Google Classroom, ha? Because I am posting there. From now on, we will not be having any more additional points posted in FB. We will be using the Google Classroom. We will be maximizing the use of Google Classroom. Even incentives I placed there, okay? Because I am learning now the Google Classroom. I put a folder there for class incentives. So you just go over with that and i-post nyo lang yung mga additional points sa sagot, answers nyo to additional points. Okay? May mga problem na pinopost doon. Check nyo lang. Pero see the instruction na kung minsan you are asked to choose only one. You are not allowed to post to twice, no? So diyan ko checkan o titingnan yung mga plus points nyo. I will be adding those to your quizzes. Now, I make your computations ng grade 30, 30, 40. 30% quizzes, 30% activities kasi marami mas matataas lagi sa activities. Then, kasi much time ang binibigay doon na oras, unlike sa quiz, pag nag-post ng quiz, a day only. Okay? So, we'll now have E. So, this is X square root. Square root of 9 minus 4 times E. Sorry. 4 times E to the logarithm of X minus 3. Ano itong problem na to? Yan. Yan. With 2 as an exponent there. In the numerator, E to the log of X dx. Okay? Parang ganit yata yung problem, no? Sa atin. Okay, guys? By the way, you can use reference books. Nasa uploaded syllabus. Na-upload ko na yung syllabus sa Google Classroom nyo. Just check. Pero may mga re-revise tayo doon kasi 3 units lang kayo in online considering na hindi naman talaga natin na ma-maximize yung oras supposedly, no? So so may mga bagay na we will not be discussing anymore, yung mahalaga na I think you will be having those inboard exams. Kasi may mga topic na uulit lang, especially applications. Some applications will be repeated in your mechanics. Hindi ko lang alam kung anong tawag ngayon dun eh. Basta mechanics dati, engineering mechanics, sa civil engineering yung mga centroid. Doon yung tinidiscuss, no? Okay, let's check. Guys, ano ang possible you here? Guys, ito yung squared. Ano ang square root niyan? Ha? Okay, guys. Mamaya mag-check ulit ako ng attendance second round, ha? Ang second round attendance for consultation na yon, ha? Ibig sabihin, asynchronous. Pag hindi na sumagot, wala sa asynchronous. Yung mga perfect attendance, perfect lagi ang bibigyan ko yun ng additional points. Because I am seeing the eagerness to learn, no? I am very considerate, guys, ha? Kaya marami akong mag-generous ako sa mga additional points. Anong you, guys? Guys, si Dominic, pag tinatawag to, hindi nasagot. Parang nawawala na yata pagkaka-attendance. Dominic. Ay, Dominic. Wala na naman itong batang to. Dominic Edward. Oh, what is you there, Dominic? Ay, lagi mga nagre-recite. Natatandaan ko yan, ha? Sharon Algedi. Hirap naman i-pronounce ang pangalan mo. Algedi. Algedi. Wala rin. Mga naka-idol na yata. Philip. Marcus. Jordan. John Vincent. Oy, guys, bakit wala na nasagot? Guys, Ethan, anong U? 2 e to the log of x minus 3. Okay, guys? Yan, kasi ito yung u squared. Ang a natin is 3. What is du, guys? Anong du? 2 times. 2 times. Ano ang derivative ng e to the log? E to the log of x. Derivative ng log of x, 1 over x. Pero magmumultiply tayo ng what? ln 10. Okay? Sa ilalim. Ano intindihan? Di ba? Derivative ng log ay 1 over x ln of the base. Ang base niya understood na 10. Then multiplied by dx. Okay, guys? This is equal to 2 e to the log, na baka matulog na kayo, log dx over, over what? Over
XLN 10.
Yan, XLN 10. Yan, may nagising. Okay na, guys? Tama ba yung ating differential? Guys? So,
Yes po.
ano na ang kulang na lang? Ano ang kulang in the numerator? Para maging du. Gamitin natin simple u substitution, na para may u substitution, para mas simple yung isusulat natin. Simple u substitution. So we get what? Integral of. Ano daw itong e to the log x dx? E to the log x dx. Ano ang value ng e to the log x dx in terms of u? Maging du over what? Yung e to the log x. du over, so guys, magiging ln10 du over u. Ay, du over u to u. Du over 2. Tama ba? Pag sinulad ko ang du over 2, times natin ang ln, 10, and over 2 ay equal sa e to the log of x dx. Am I right, guys? Okay, guys. Baka meron pang ano yung kulang niyan? Yung x, no? So, ako ilalagay over x. May over x pala siya. Ulit. Over x. Over x. E to the log of x dx over x. O, yan. Ito yon, e to the log x dx over x. Nakikita nyo guys? That is ln 10 du over 2. Over. Over. Square root of. Ano daw yung 9? Yan, 9 pa rin. Ano yung 4 times this quantity? So that is u squared. O, u squared. O, yung ln 10 over 2, I don't need that. I can put that out. ln 10 over 2. Hindi na matapos-tapos yung tuk-tuk-tuk na yan sa labas. Ay sa kabila. Sa kapitbahay namin naggagawa. du over square root of u ay a squared minus u squared. O yan, nasa format na. O ano nang sagot guys? ln 10 over 2 inverse sine of u over a over 3. Ang a natin is 3 plus c. But what is u guys? ln 10 over 2, yan, inverse sine of u. What is our u? 2, then ln log, ay, e to the log of x minus 3, so that is our u, over 3. So that's the complicated u, then plus c. Any question, guys? With that? Guys?
Po, sir.
Okay. Proceed to number 9. Number 9, I have W. DW all over 9 W to the fourth plus 25 I don't know plus 30 W squared, then plus 41 plus 41. Well, let's check this. Okay, guys. Oh. If I'm going to take the whole denominator as the u, impossible for the numerator to be du. But if I'm going to take it as a squared plus u squared because there is no radical, it's not. So it means we have to do something. So we need the help of algebra. How to express the denominator in the form of u squared plus a squared. So let's take a look at that, no? So let's get that denominator. 9 w squared, to the fourth, yan, plus 30 w squared plus 41. Let us have completing the square. So 9 w to the fourth plus 30 w squared. What do I need to add? so that this becomes a perfect square. Anong i-add natin, children? Guys, square root ng 9, 3. Dito, dapat square root ng something para maging pag dinoble ko yung 3 times something equals 30. 2 times 3, 6. Para maging 30, we need 5. So, this is 25. Am I correct? So, but there is no 25 originally. Okay, guys? So, I'm going to subtract what? 25. And then plus the beautiful 41. And plus 41. Let's copy 41. And that is now equal to 9. So this is now perfect square. 3w squared. Perfect square trinomial. Plus 5 quantity squared. Plus, what is 25 plus negative 25 plus 41? That is 16. So we are now able to express this in the form of u squared plus a squared or a squared plus u squared. So we can now write the integral as what? The integral now can be written integral of a squared. What is a squared? 16 plus u squared. 3w squared plus 5 quantity squared. The numerator w dw. Let's check. What is my u? We have 3w squared plus 5. What is my du, guys? 6w dw. What is missing in the numerator? To complete the du, guys. 6.
6
So I
po.
multiply by 6. Balance outside by 1 over 6. So the denominator yan, is 16 plus, this is 3w squared, no? Plus 5, quantity squared, copy the numerator, w dw. So this is now complete. Okay? So what is this, children? du.
Du.
du. O sikat kayo, lagi na lang u. Ayo. U. This is u squared. O ano to, guys? A
A.
squared. Squared. Oh, that's now already the formula, no? It fits now the formula. 1 over 6 times 1 over A. Arctangent of U. But what is my U? 3w squared plus 5 all over, what is A? Let me go back. What is A? 4, no?
4 po. 4.
Yan. Plus C. Or, how do we write that? Guys, how do we simplify? Siguro pag dyan na kayang-kaya nyo nang simplify yan, ha? Anong final answer? Yan,
1
equals,
over
no?
54.
Yan, mukhang maraming makaka-perfect na quiz. Kaya lang, mag-ingat ha. I'm very strict sa copying. Baka makakopya nakakopya kayo, patapos yung classmate nyo. Basta na lang pinaste. Ako, merong ganyan eh. Pinakopya na nga, pinapaste pa eksakto yung kung ano yung gawa mo. Oh. Kaya dapat wag eksaktong pare-parehas ang inyong mga sagot, ha. Buti kung pare-parehas na tama, meron talagang pati galaw, pati liko. At hindi lang yon, even the actual font, yung mismong scan, yun na rin ang pinaste. Pag nahuli, automatic 0 for the first, no? Warning. Di ba yung ating orientation? Yan. Balikan nyo yung recordings noon. Nakapost na lahat ng recordings natin. You can review and then also supplementary videos para that will help you. Yan. Napakaraming ng resources doon. Ewan ko lang pag hindi nyo pa na perfect. Baka ang mag-grade nyo 1.25, 1.5 lahat, 1.0. Naku, lahat may scholar. Number 10. Number 10, let us have number 10. we have, ano pa ba ang maganda ritong problem sa aking, meron akong book na ginamit pa ng lolo ko. Dito ako kumukuha. Malutong na. Ito ay notebook ng aking lolo. Okay? So we have, ano bang magandang problem here? O, ito. W. O, X naman ulit. Sa ilalim is X squared. And then, plus 2x. And then, plus 2. Okay? Then, in the numerator, I have 3x minus 5 quantity dx. Yan. What about that? So, can we have it d over u? Pag tinignan nyo, 2x plus 2, the derivative. Oh, it's not 3x minus 5. But what we need, 2x plus 2. So, it's not du over u directly. But possible later, no? Let's see. So, this form, this integral actually suggests splitting, no? But how to split this? To split this first, let us manipulate x squared plus 2x. X squared plus 2x, guys, yan, plus 2 is the same as x squared plus 2x plus 1. Am I right? Then plus 1 uli to make it plus 2. And further, it is equal to x plus 1 quantity squared plus 1. So that is what we need, no? For the denominator if you want to have inverse. Okay? Pero kapag gusto mo naman differential du over u, if this is my u, let's say if I take this as my u, x squared plus 2x plus 2, what is supposed to be my du, guys? 2x
2x plus 2 po.
2 dx, quantity dx. In factored form, 2x plus 1 quantity dx. So I need to produce this quantity in the numerator. Then split. Ayan. So the integral can be written integral of the numerator. I can factor out 3. I mean, I put that out. Then I'm going to
Babayad
produce.
ka dun sa in-order ko.
Ay, may
Dish.
in-order daw siya.
Ay, sorry, sir.
Oh, hindi ka nakikinig ha. Nag-order ka dyan ha.
Yes, sir. Kinausap ko ng father ko.
So x plus 1. Bigyan mo kami ng order mo. X plus 1 kasi kailangan ko dito sa differential. Para differential ito ng denominator. Now, minus. Kaya ang kailangan ko 5 children. Ito 3x yan. 3x plus 3. O again, ano yan? Children, 3x plus 3. Kaya ang kailangan ko 3x minus 5. So anong i-add ko or isusubtract, guys? What is that? To be added or to be subtracted? Para maging negative 5. 3x plus 3 na to eh.
Subtract
Plus what? Plus negative?
Minus
Negative
8 po.
what?
Negative
Minus 8.
Negative
Oh, yes. Minus 8. Para paras pa rin niya ng numerator. Di ba? Paras pa rin niya ng numerator. Then copy the denominator. Yan. Yung mga integral na you cannot directly evaluate, no? Kailangan magaling sa manipulation. At to be able to transform in the suggested na mga formula. Kaya you must be familiar with the formula so that you know where to fit the given integral. Yan. Let's split now. Oh, we need splitting. Yan. 3x plus 1, 3 multiplied to x plus 1 divided by this. So 3x plus 1, that is the first integral, quantity dx. all over x squared plus 2x plus 2. Yan. Minus integral of, ito namang isa, 8 dx. Pero, because constant yan, hindi yan pwede maging differential ng denominator. Kaya ang gagamitin natin yung x plus 1 plus x plus 1 quantity squared para leading to inverse tangent. Di ba yung x plus 1 quantity squared plus 1 is the same as x squared plus 2x plus 2, children? Na? Kaya lang niliwat in this form